it's Rachel from the So Happy Quilters Association, and today I'm going to show you about how amazing the Oliso irons are. These are my absolute favourite little patchwork irons. So we do sell them in our shop, and I'm going to tell you all about the price and why I absolutely love them. And the ones that we sell are the Tula Pink limited edition ones. So this is the small one. This is called the Craft Iron, and what I absolutely love about it is the fact that it has an on-off button, so you can turn it on and you can turn it off. So it's not going to be an iron where you're going to turn it on and then leave it and walk away and come back to a hot iron. You will actually be able to press the button to turn it off. So when it is nice and hot to use, the next thing that I absolutely love about it is the little light. So when you tip it like to iron with, you're going to find a little light that's going to shine on your fabric, and then you are going to do a little bit of ironing. So I'm going to show you how well it actually pushes open seams. And this is one thing I also really love about it. So you get your seams on your patchwork. I'm going to turn the iron back on again, and then I'm going to show you how amazing this is. So you're going to push it like that. You're going to use a little point to push your seams open, and look how amazing that has ironed it. And you can see this one where I've ironed it on the front and a little bit has gone flat and a little bit is shut. So I'm going to re-iron this one, and you're going to use your iron. You can see the lights are coming on the iron, and obviously it's daylight at the moment, but if I was sewing maybe in the evening, that's going to really help you, because it's going to shine the light along your seam. Look at that, how amazing is that? The block that I am actually ironing on today is called a rail fence, and this is a really lovely block. It's really easy to do. You just need to have 3 different fabrics that you sew together. And there you go. Look, so I'm going to do my little seams open. Look how amazing and flat that is. So this iron also comes with this lovely little heat proof mat. So if you did want to just leave it like that, you could do, because it's silicone, it's not going to burn. But obviously because it has the on off button, you can turn it off, leave it to the side, and it's much safer. So you can actually fill these irons with water. It does have a little cap at the back which you can lift up, and this is where you're going to pour the water in. Obviously, being a really small craft iron, it doesn't actually take that much water, but you do have a thing that says maximum fill, so you can keep filling it up until you get to there. And as you can see, it doesn't really take very much. You've also got the dial, so you can have it on really hot, you can have it medium, you can have it on low. So you press the button in and you get some steam from it. Some people do use steam in their patchwork, some do not. I just do it if I feel like it, really. I don't always do it, but it's great to have that little option on this little iron. Oliso do actually do a different iron in the same size and the same craft size, which I'm going to show you, because this is one that I take to my little craft group. And as you can see, it is identical to the Tula Pink one, but it's just in the plain colours. And but these are the ones that we are selling on our website, and we are selling these ones for £95. And these craft irons do come with this lovely little bag. It might look a bit plain, and when I first got it I did think, oh, that's a bit plain for a iron bag, because I have seen other iron bags which are quite fancy. And then when I went to a quilt show recently in America, I found that actually what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to embellish all this bit and put fancy flowers on it, on embroidery on it, and make it look really fancy. And it is really great, because if you have been at a workshop or you've been at a sewing retreat and your iron is still hot, you can put it in this, because it is a wall base. So you would just put it in, and obviously the front of the iron comes out the front, and then you would tuck your cords in the back, and then you would zip it up, and you can take it along like that. So these little bags we're also selling in our SHQA shop, and the little bags are £20. So do go onto our website and have a look at those irons and grab one of those, because I very much think that when they stop doing the Tula Pink Oliso irons, you're not going to be able to get them anymore. So they are pretty special. So hopefully you've enjoyed seeing the small iron. So now I'm going to show you the bigger Oliso iron, which is called the Pro Plus iron. And again, it is the Tula Pink limited edition. And we do stock these in our shop, and they are £185. What is amazing about it, as you can see, is that it actually lifts off from your fabric. So if you forget and you don't turn it off, it's not going to burn your fabric, because it actually lifts. It's really clever. It's got this system called iTouch. So when I put my hand on it, it's going to go down, and then you're going to do some ironing like this. You can be ironing away, and then let's say you get distracted or something happens, you're going to put it to one side, and then it will lift up. It is absolutely amazing. It is a really, really genius invention. It's such fun. And with this one, again, you can fill it with water. So there is like a little cap there where you are going to fill the water into. And then you're going to put the little cap back down, and then you've got the max sign to where you're going to fill it up to. And it has got other little options here where you can do it on linen and wool and silk and synthetics and minimum, and you've also got the steam options as well. So at the moment I've got the button off to show that it is non-steaming, and then we're going to turn it so it has the button on. It is an absolutely genius iron. I really love it. It's definitely one that you can have in your sewing room and you can keep it. It's going to last you a long time because it's a really sturdy iron. So this is the two irons side by side. You can see the difference in the size. The small one is absolutely great for workshops and for taking to sewing retreats, and then the big one is perfect for having in your sewing room as your everyday iron. And they look really cute together, so why don't go ahead and treat yourself to both of them. These are two of the rotary cutters that we stock in our shop. The small lilac one is a 45mm one and is £16, and the big one, which is a 60mm one, is £20. So I'm going to talk to you about why I love both of them and give you a demonstration on both. So I'm going to start off with the lovely lilac Fiskars rotary cutter. I actually did buy this originally because of the colour. I really love the colour. Fiskars do one which matches that one, which you can get, but the style of way it works is exactly the same. So I'm going to show you this one first. So this one has a 45mm blade. We do sell the blades as well in our shop, so you can go and buy some extra ones. It is really great because it has what I call an on-off button. So you're going to push it down to turn it on, and you're going to press that button in there to turn it off. And as you can see, it has quite a click. It is a really good starting rotary cutter. I've definitely cut 4 layers of fabric with it. Obviously with the 60mm you can cut more, and you can cut more chunkier fabric. So I'm going to line up my ruler on there, and I'm going to show you how to use the rotary cutter. So I'm going to push the button down, which releases the blade, and then I'm going to put the blade against the side of the ruler. Please remember that the blades on rotary cutters are extremely sharp, so you don't want to get your fingers anywhere near it. And if you watched my previous rotary cutting video that I did with my quilts, I talk all about that as well. And so you are going to line up your rotary cutter on the edge of the ruler and butt it up against like that. When you're rotary cutting, you never want to do it like a saw. You always want to go forward. You never should rotary cut towards you because that's really dangerous. So this one cuts really well, as you can see. It is really smooth, and voila, that's how you can do it. And I'm just going to tidy up a little bit there, and there you have it. It's a really good rotary cutter, and this is definitely one which you can have as a little starter rotary cutter. So now I'm going to show you the 60mm Fiskars cutter, and it has the same process as the other one in that it has what I call an on-off button. So you're going to push it forward, you're going to press the little button which releases the blade, and again, like the other one, the blade is super sharp because obviously it's going to be cutting through much more layers of fabric. This one, I have definitely used it to cut through 6 layers of fabric. I think mine might have cut through 8 layers at one point, but I personally don't go any more than 6 because I find that it just chunks on the fabric too much. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut through on 4 layers of fabric. On the previous one we just did 2, so we're going to cut this one, and again I'm going to cut it in a 2.5-inch strip because you can then use it in either a jelly roll or jelly roll race quilt or other quilts which have 2.5-inch strips. So you're going to push the button down, or the Fiskars, and then you are going to roll the rotary cutter all the way up to there. And isn't that an absolutely satisfying noise? It is wonderful. So I'm going to do a second strip because there is enough fabric to do another 2.5-inch strip. So as you can see, I'm lining up the blade along the side of the ruler, and I'm going to push it up like that. You do need a little bit of strength to be able to push it up there to cut into the fabric, but obviously if you haven't got enough strength to reach up that further, then you could pull your fabric down and rotary cut a bit lower down here. But the Fiskars rotary cutters are absolutely wonderful. They do actually do another one which has a crinkle edge, and as you can see, it is in a 16mm as well. But the two that we are selling on our shop is the lilac Fiskars, the 45mm, the grey colour with the orange, and this this one is the 60mm, and the lilac one in our shop is for £16, and the larger one is £20. Please do go onto our shop, on our SHQA.co.uk shop, and get yourself the most amazing Fiskars Rotary cutters. I just think they are wonderful. I'm going to talk to you and show you an amazing product that we have in our shop, and this is something that I use quite a lot of, and it's a handy little gadget to have. I recently gave one to my quilt group and they were just in awe of it. It is called Quilters Quarter. They come in two different lengths. You have one which is a 12-inch and then you have another one which is an 8-inch. So I'm going to show you why they are perfect. In our shop, the small one is £2.50 and the big one is £3.75, and this is what they look like when you actually get them out of the packet, as you can see. So a Quilter's Quarter is like a little ruler. There aren't actually any markings on it for you to be able to use it as a ruler as such, but it has been made that it is identical to a 1/4 of an inch in this lovely little acrylic bar. And what is great about it is that if you haven't got a 1/4 inch foot for your sewing machine, or you just want to do 1/4 inch sewing by hand, then this is the great thing to have, and it is a much cheaper option to get in your 1/4 inch foot. So what you need to do is you use this lovely little ruler, I'm going to use the longer one, and you lay it along the edge of your fabric. You lay it like that, and I would definitely recommend holding it in place. You're going to hold it, and then you're going to use a friction pen, something like this one. A friction pen is a pen that you can draw onto fabric with, and then you iron it off, and these are absolutely great. And then I've lined up the Quilter's Quarter on the edge of the fabric, and then I'm going to hold it in place, and then you are going to draw a little line down here with your friction pen. And that will give you a bang on identical 1/4 inch seam allowance which you're going to sew down. So we have drawn on the line using the Quilter's Quarter, and we've used it on with the friction pen. So now all you need to do, if you don't have a 1/4 inch foot on your sewing machine, is you're just going to sew down the line that you have drawn. So you're going to place your needle on that line, and then you're just going to make sure you can see the little line all the way down your sewing. So the Quilter's Quarter is an absolutely great gadget, and definitely something that you want to have in your arsenal of all your sewing stuff. And as you can see, I've sewn down the line that I drew using my Quilter's Quarter, and you have got a perfect 1/4 inch seam. And then all you would need to do is obviously iron off your marks with your friction pen. So these are wonderful. They are on our website, so you can go and treat yourself to one of those. So hopefully you've enjoyed seeing my demos for the Oliso irons, for the Quilter's Quarter, and for the Fiskars Rotary cutters. So do go onto our shop, shqa.co.uk, and have a little look at those lovely products and grab yourself an absolutely wonderful sewing gadget. See you later. Bye.
You can find and follow the So Happy Quilters Association on social media and their website.